like I was saying, like I'm just cruising in my whip, and I went to one of my friend's houses. I had to pick up my wallet. I forgot it in his car, and it hit me like, man, I'm living out my dreams, right? And a lot of people dream about living the way I do. Like, you know, I'm 26, driving my second Bentley. Just bought an S500. Bought a house in the burbs, 10 million and that. And these are all things I used to dream about, right? I just appreciate where my life is, and I appreciate how God has blessed me, because it hasn't been easy. Like, it's been a challenge from the beginning in the hood. I see people telling you, you know, you'll never make it in Joburg, to people in Joburg telling you you'll never make it in South Africa, then people in South Africa telling me you'll never make it international. Now I'm performing in, you know, different countries every single week, and now I'm going global in my mind. I want to be as big as Kanye, as big as Drake, you know, and people are saying the same thing again, right? You'll never make it, whatever. But here's the reason why I made this video. I just want y'all to know that dreams come true, man. Like, stop listening to people projecting their fears and their thoughts and their worries onto you. Like, as soon as you say to someone, hey man, I want to drive a Bentley one day, like, a Bentley? What? When? Nah? And we hear that too many times, and then it becomes normal, and then we start believing that things are, you know, unattainable or impossible. And that's just whack, yo. Like, I don't believe that God will put something in you and make you feel something only for him to make it impossible for you to get that, you know, and live that, you know. So I really believe that every single thing is possible. It doesn't matter like what it is, doesn't matter how big it is. The one thing that people fail to do is start working on their dreams. That's the most important thing. Like, you can't just dream, bro. You need to work on it. You can't just say, yo, I'm gonna do this one day, I'm gonna be this one day. You need to wake up and start working on it. And you have to work on it until you achieve it. You have to work on it every single day. You have to work on it every single hour. You have to work on it every single minute. Every time you're sitting down doing nothing, that's what you need to be thinking about. And then after that, you need to get back to doing it. Like, that's how I did it. Like, I never used to have any other reason why I wasn't doing what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Ever since I was 16, I decided, yo, I'm dropping out of school, which is very risky, but I actually dropped out of school because I just needed more time to work on what I was, you know, trying to work on. And then ever since I quit school, I had to make it make sense. Like, why would you take such a risk? You know, I don't want to be back in the hood like, yo, we told you. I didn't want that. So I just got on the road since I was 16, and I learned every single thing I could about the music industry. Because you have to understand one thing: life is all about learning. The reason why we go to school, since, you know, the reason why we go to school when we're born, and we go to preschool, nursery, everything, it's because life is all about learning. Like, and a lot of people think that learning stops when you leave the premises of school. Like when you leave the yard, when you walk into school, you learn, and when you walk out, you stop learning. That's not how it works. Life is about learning every single minute you are alive. Every single minute you're alive, you need to be learning something, you need to be growing, you need to be teaching yourself something, you need to be listening, you need to be asking questions so that you can understand a little bit more. You can never know enough. It doesn't matter what, whether you're a rapper, whether you're a doctor, you can never ever know enough. You always have to be learning, right? And I just decided to make this video to tell someone, I don't know who I'm talking to, but people need to hear that. You know, I'm about to do 75,000 people at Orlando Stadium, right? And all I'm hearing is it's impossible, it's what, and it's normal. People say that, but have you noticed that there are way more people who believe now that an African kid can do 75,000 people at a stadium? There is way more people who believe that it's possible. There is way, when I did the dome, the first fill up, when I did fill up the dome, it was just 20,000 people, and I can guarantee you that there were thousands and hundred thousands of people who were tweeting telling me, who do you think you are? And that's because the mind was programmed like that. Everybody thought it was impossible, but I knew that through God everything is possible, and I did it. And after the dome, then we went and did Orlando Stadium, and we did it. 30-something thousand people, almost 40,000 people in one arena. Now we're about to do 75,000 people, and there is way more people who believe that it can be done. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, what if I listened to the 100,000 people who told me it was impossible? What if I listened? Where would I be? Would I be driving this Bentley? Would I be driving this Bentley? No. Don't listen, people, man. They don't know you. They don't know your life. They don't know what God has planned for you. They don't know what's in your heart. They don't know what your talent is. They don't know how far you're going to go. Only you and God know. Only God knows, but you know what is burning inside of you. So go out there. Live out your dreams. Let me tell you something. Even if I failed, even if I didn't do it, I would have still been a great man, because I was brave enough to stand up and face my fears, face the challenge head on. And even if I failed the first time, I was going to do it the second time until I did it, because there is nothing that is impossible. And the other thing I want people to know that I've learned is that chasing the dream is part of living the dream. Chasing the dream is part of living the dream. The journey, like everything that happens before you make it, that's part of living the dream. You live in your dream. Even before you're successful, you live in your dream, because that's the story you're going to tell once you succeed. That's going to be your testimony. Say, yo, I remember when I came to Joburg, I didn't even have a bed to sleep on. Now I sleep in a king-size bed. The success is not the story. That's the goal. The success doesn't mean as much as the story. The goal, that's what means a lot. Anyway, I'm about to get to this venue. There's the Ciroc venue, the Ciroc event I'm going to get to. Time this event. I hope I'm speaking to somebody. Y'all need to get inspired. I'm going to see y'all on the 2nd of December out at F&B Stadium. Get your tickets. They're out. Let's make history. No more games. It's an African dream. It's not just a dream. It's an African dream. It all starts with an African dream. I love y'all. Peace. Hey, yo, switch off, homie.